One of the great discoveries of our time is that experts are not appointed and informed by God. We've recently heard cries of indignation from architects, doctors, lawyers, teachers, and other professionals who are suddenly being criticized by their usually pliant subjects. It's time to bring another small but irritating group of professionals into the dock. We, the engineers, who sit behind the sound desks at musical and theatrical events, dictating the quality and quantity of sound which you, the helpless audiences, must accept. The subject need only be mentioned to produce instant agreement. Almost all public amplified sound is too loud, and yet audiences rarely complain. They've learned that if they want to attend certain events, they must accept an acute discomfort which is liable to destroy the pleasure they came for. The reasons for this steady crescendo are complex and take us into economics, drug addiction, and even sex. Pop music is the engine that drives the sound industry, and its goal is an irresistibly addictive, visceral excitement. But, like drugs, the effect wears off, and more volume is needed to produce the same high. This is because the brain has a built-in limiter, so that sounds above a certain level are turned down, as if by a volume control. But listen loud and long enough, and you go deaf. Many of us, the sound professionals, are at varying stages in this process, and you, like passive smokers, must share the pollution. And then, sex. Most sound engineers are macho males who get a large charge out of the number of kilowatts they control. It's even more satisfying than straddling a souped-up Harley. Only within the last few years did the quality improve to the point where sound projection in traditionally unamplified music could even be considered. But promoters were quick to grasp the economic potential, and the infection has now spread to jazz, ethnic music, opera, musical comedy, the avant-garde, and the middle-brow spectacular. It's time for the punters to organize. A remarkable American composer died a couple of years ago. He was large in stature, unrestrained in appetite, vociferous in opinion, but his compositions rarely rose above a mezzo piano. You could sit through a concert of his delicate music and gradually readjust your sensory threshold to a level of sensitivity that our noise-polluted society doesn't often permit. In his honor, I would like to launch the Morton Feldman Society. The logo will be a prohibited sign covering a microphone. We will gather occasionally at perhaps a friend's meeting house. The minutes will be read silently from a projection screen and voted upon by a show of hands, and we'll nod to each other on the way out.